about you. I haven't heard one person say one negative thing about, your mayorship so far.
You haven't talked to my husband. Just this morning, we decided with Oxford Properties to do a Santa Claus parade in City Centre. So you are the first to hear that. It's going to be the largest teaching hospital in a community in Canada.
The legacy of our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he always used to lead by example. So if I don't do it, I can't ask anybody else to do that.
This is very interesting to hear. Have you ever heard of something like this where people are skydiving to raise money?
No, I've heard of skydiving, but I haven't heard of skydiving to raise money for a hospital or anything else. If you want to watch the daredevils flying completely out of an airplane, it's at Skydive Swoop in Hamilton on July the 12th with Mufti that will be jumping out of airplanes, hopefully landing safely, and each of them carrying the burden of a lot of pledges. I have pledged.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Ahmed Ramadan for Muslim Network TV, and this is GTA Muslims Today. We are here at Mayor Carolyn Parrish's office to bring you a follow-up on a story that we did for you just a short time ago. A very interesting event is coming up. We're going to speak to Brother AQ Mufti and the Mayor about this event. Mayor Carolyn Parrish, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us.
Thank you for coming.
So before we get into the event and what's coming up, I wanted to ask you, you've been, the 1 year of your mayorship is coming up very soon. How does it feel, coming up on this milestone?
It feels wonderful. I look back at what we've accomplished in 1 year, and I'm very impressed. We've got an excellent staff. We've done a lot to increase the building of affordable housing. We've done a lot of things. And just this morning, we decided with Oxford Properties to do a Santa Claus parade in City Centre. So you are the first to hear that.
That's awesome. So breaking news for our viewers on this awesome event. So, I've spoken to a lot of people. And everybody has nice things to say about you. I haven't heard one person say one negative thing about, your mayorship so far.
You haven't talked to my husband. He says I'm never home. I'm out all weekend. And he said that he can tell I'm very happy, though.
And Mississauga is one of the most diverse communities in the world. Obviously, Muslim Network TV, we're Muslim, we have a very big Muslim population, but, it's very diverse. What does that mean to you to represent a city like that?
It's a great honor because it is a very diverse city and it's a very peaceful city. Everybody gets along here in Mississauga very well. And in other parts of Canada, you get very hard protest marches. Here we get very positive protest marches, people making interesting points and putting their ideas forward. So I love the city, and I think it's a real honor to represent such a wide group of people.
So, Mayor, how did you come to learn about the efforts that this group has put together for the hospital?
Well, I've known Mufti for a very long time, and the ceremonies they have at the beginning and the end of their walkathons, and they have lovely programs. I've attended those and very much appreciated the large checks that they were donating to Credit Valley. And now my understanding is we're moving on to Trillium Foundation, and Trillium is going to add 2,400 healthcare workers, 300 doctors, 300 or 400 doctors, and 23 new operating rooms. It's going to be the largest teaching hospital in a community in Canada. And so knowing Mufti, he took this on. Of course, we're going to raise money for the Trillium Foundation now. So I've watched what he can do, and I've enjoyed watching. And he's up to some really crazy thing this year, and I'd like to know how that's going to work.
Brother Mufti, let's talk a little bit about the current pledge that you've made. Well, not you, but the Muslim community has made for this new hospital.
Jazakallah khair again. Thank you. The Muslim community has made the largest pledge in Canadian history as a community. You see, individuals make a lot of pledges, like 100 million and so on and so forth. But this is the largest pledge by a community, which is $5 million for the hospital, for the redevelopment of Trillium Health Partners Mississauga Hospital. When this hospital will be built, this will be the largest skyscraper hospital in Canada. And again, I say that we are blessed that this largest hospital is right here in our home in Mississauga. So that's the pledge.
Brother AQ, this year you've decided not to do a walkathon. You're doing something just a touch more extreme. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, you see, I always say that, think about out of the box. Even the walkathon in the coldest days is out of the box, thinking nobody does it in winter, as you said. So we thought, okay, we give something bang that people can see that what's going on there. So that's why this idea came up that we are going to sky jump to raise the funds for the hospital. So this is something our community has never done it. Individuals again do it, but as a community, this is going to be again the first community who's going to do that.
This is very interesting to hear. Have you ever heard of something like this where people are skydiving to raise money?
No, I've heard of skydiving, but I haven't heard of skydiving to raise money for a hospital or anything else. And to me, it would be terrifying.
So you're not going on?
No way, no way. I don't even want to go to the field where they're doing it to watch them come down, and my stomach will be doing flip-flops all the way down. The best thing I can do is get people to support this, people to pledge money for the wonderful people with Mufti that will be jumping out of airplanes, hopefully landing safely, and each of them carrying the burden of a lot of pledges. I have pledged my friend Mufti $1,000, which I am giving him already. I'm not waiting to see him jump because I know his persistence and his love of adventure, he will do really well.
Thank you so much. So kind of you.
So if you want to watch the Daredevils flying completely out of an airplane, it's at Skydive Swoop in Hamilton on July the 12th. Everybody who wants to can go out and watch. Everybody should donate money to their favorite skydiver, as I have done.
Or I think on that day, they're going to be sky angels coming down.
I think so. I think what they're doing is really a wonderful contribution to the city.
So maybe not at the time when they come down, but maybe shortly afterwards, we'll see you in some sort of event to greet everybody once it's done.
Absolutely. I'd love to.
Done. Mufti, Brother Mufti, is there anything else you wanted to add?
Yes, I just want to also let you know that this is we want to make it not only for the divers an event, but it's a family event basically. There is free barbecue, it's a free entry. This is going to be an amazing experience, especially for the youth. When they see the plane taking off in front of their eyes, just like few yards away, the plane is running to take off, and then from the sky, the skydivers are jumping, and they're landing in front of them actually. So it's an exciting, sight for the children actually, and they also know that they are doing it only for a noble cause to help our own hospital. So this will again teach them a lesson that when they grow up, they can do the same thing as well.
So you're going to be going on as well.
I was the first one to pledge myself because you can't, ask anybody without doing it yourself. So this is again the legacy of our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He always used to lead by example. So if I don't do it, I can't ask anybody else to do that. So, and also before that, I just received this generous support from our lovely mayor, Carolyn Parrish. She has supported me for a check, which is here. I can just display it here. If you can have a close up here, $1,000 check for my sponsor sponsoring my dive here. Thank you so much, Madam Mayor. We really, really appreciate that. And why I'm showing you this, because whenever anybody, if you want to also write a check, nobody takes any money besides the hospital. So if you want to go and donate online, you can just go there. Our website is themuslimcommunity.ca/donate. And this will take you right to the hospital site where you can donate online, and you will get an immediate tax deductible receipt in your name. And if you want to have a bigger amount, you want to write a check, this will be in the name of Trillium Health Partners Foundation. Trillium Health Partners Foundation. So there is not a single person who takes a penny out of this donation. So that is the key.
We'll be including a lot of this information in the description of the video. So anybody that wants to participate, wants to pledge, wants to go on the jump, feel free to look at that information and you could participate in any way that you want to. I haven't decided personally if I'm going on, but I think we're going to send our cameraman with a camera, and I'll be at least greeting him at the bottom of it, so we can get some first-hand footage of the skydive. Mayor Carolyn, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you giving us the time. And Brother Mufti, thank you so much for your efforts and for all your hard work. Hopefully it is a very successful event.
Sure.
We will be there also to cover it. And I'm Ahmed Ramadan for Muslim Network TV. And this is GTA Muslims Today. Please let us know in the comments below what you think of our coverage, other stories that you want us to cover. Throw us a like, and we'll see you soon. Assalamu alaikum.